Whoop. EVO brackets are final. Did you guys know that? EVO bracket is final. There's the games list. How many matches do you have to win to make it to top 8 of EVO for Street Fighter? 8 straight wins, it seems like. You need 9 to make it into the winners finals. You need 10 to make it into the grand finals. You need 11 to win in the grand finals. If you go to loser side, oh no. If you go to loser side, it's going to take forever. 11 if you're seeded, 12 if you're not. Yeah, if you're here instead of here, it's an additional round that you have to win. 17 sets of Street Fighter to make it to top 8 in loser side, and then you have to win 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 22 sets to win grand finals from round 1 losers. Oh boy. That's what kind of tournament you're looking at. When people discuss that EVO is an endurance tournament and how well you can play under stressful, long circumstances is important, you have to think about the fact that 8 sets between 17 sets. That is brutal. It is very, very difficult to, if you go to loser side in EVO, it is very, very difficult to win out. Day 1 is all pools. Day 2, you come back, you play at 2 p.m. You have to play, probably I would guess, 2 sets. There's 32 pools happening at the same time. So once you make it out of pools at EVO, you make it into the second section where there's now 32 pools. Then you make it to this round right here. And this round is at 6 p.m. Then you play again at 8 p.m. Then you make it to the finals on Sunday. You have 8 hours of being in tournament mode. The best EVO tip is to remain pure and go to sleep early. That's what I do for commentary. People always ask me what I'm gonna do at EVO and shit like that, and the answer is go to bed at like 10 or 11 p.m., wake up at 8 a.m. to do commentary. Actually, if I want to do 8 a.m. commentary, I have to wake up at 6:40 in the morning to wake up, get ready, walk to the venue, and get in past everybody and be there on time, ready for 8 a.m. commentary or whatever it is. Although this year it's 10 a.m. Commentate from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., go back to the room, go to sleep, go back, do it again, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., go to sleep, go back, wake up Sunday for the finals. And in between commentary blocks is when I'll schedule like interviews or meeting with people or hanging out with friends or anything like that. Am I finally confirmed to be a commentator? No, there's no confirmation about commentators. And if I knew any information about it, I would not be able to tell you because EVO always announces their commentators themselves. Yeah, so that's what EVO's like. This is fucked up. If your question is X person at EVO, the answer is probably yes. I imagine this is one of the few tournaments also where if you want to know the CPT standings, you can just sort of look at the top 20. And I'm sure it's almost exactly similar to what the top 20 is on the CPT standings in terms of who's all there. Punk, Tokido, Bonchan, and Fuji are switched. Problem X, Fudo, Machabo, Phenom, Oil King. Daigo, Angry Bird. Angry Bird's a lower seed than this. He's 20th on this. Cien. That's the first deviation from the points because Angry Bird's down here. Momochi, seated a little higher. Knuckle Deuce, seated a little higher. Smug, seated a little higher. JB, seated a little higher. John Takuchi got switched from 13 to 17. 801 Strider, seated a little higher. He was in top 10 for a while, or top 5. Dogra seated exactly where he was supposed to be. Sako is seated a little lower. Angry Bird seated a little lower. But actually, the top 20 is basically the same, right? They made the seating before VS Fighting? Sure. Then that makes sense. I mean, I'm sure Tekken 7 looks the exact same way if you look at the standings and the seedings over here. Good old EVO champion. Arslan Ash is the second seed above Knee. Holy shit. I don't even know, to be honest with you, I don't even know who the seeds would be in Sam Show. Where's Chris G? Oh, they probably did this before DTN, correct? Yeah, like, I have no idea who would be a high seed for this game. I guess you just sort of pick players that are good. Yeah, Kazunoko should probably be higher, but again, they apparently seeded before versus fighting, which makes sense. This tournament, you know, they must have been working on seeds for a while. I don't think the seeding for this will be messed up. Yeah. Sonic, I'm surprised that Foxy's over Dragon, but I think that's fine. These two as top 3 seeds, these are probably all good choices. Scar as 5th is surprising to me too. I figured that the top 4 would be Sonic, Foxy, Dragon, and Scar, but he did win versus fighting. Or no, he won Venality, sorry. I think that this is still fine. Maybe Gur should be a little higher, but the seating, this looks all fine so far. Is Ninja Killer going to EVO? Don't think he's making it. Fuck. I feel like that's a shame because I'm positive he would make top 8 at EVO. He said he didn't register because he didn't have the money at the time. Damn, that's too bad. I wish I knew that. We would have had Hoop Squad, Ninja Killa at EVO. Yeah, the seating looks fine. You guys can hear that? I wasn't sure if you could. Maybe I should close my window. Since I've lived in this house for 4 months, they've done construction every single morning at 8 a.m. till like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Every fucking day. It's so absurd, dude. I can't believe it's still happening. How long does it take to build a fucking shed, man? Let's take a peek at Dragon Ball. Actually, I guess the seating makes sense to me. I'm kind of surprised, actually. I thought Kazunoko might be a little lower. Not that he is not super good, but Kaz being at 3rd kind of surprised me. Yeah, Sage being this high is... I think that sounds about right. One of the most consistent out of the US players so far, especially if you consider that this was made before Defend the North and before VS Fighting. Moke is not playing Dragon Ball. He's been focusing on Street Fighter. This bracket's gonna be fucking tight. Bombabon, 9th seed, Motto, 10th seed, Dogra, Apology Man. This tournament's gonna be dope. Let's go, Sub. I'm pretty proud of him having 16th seed despite not traveling a crazy amount this season. Yeah, Knockgill down here at 24, Kaimar 25. Is Shanks coming to EVO? Yeah, we passed him up. He was 7th. There's a lot of Japanese players coming. Damn, Tsuyoshi is in the top 50 seeds? Let's go, Tsuyoshi. Tsuyoshi? He said who? Put some respect. It was the Snoop Dogg. Who? Under Night. Dude, there's so many Japanese players coming out for Under Night. I'm super, super excited for it. And the thing about Eunice is that most of these players, like somebody already mentioned in the chat, are arcade players. So a lot of the footage, like when I was trying to watch Clearlamp footage, a lot of the stuff I was watching was arcade footage where he was playing up against really strong players. It's great when Clearlamp is the 7th seed. You know, you don't run into a lot of the US players for quite a while. You know what I mean? There's tons and tons of really, really good Japanese players. So it's going to be a really cool clash of a lot of the US players versus a lot of the Japanese players that haven't played against each other at all. I'm really excited to see if there's a lot of footage recorded where high-level US players and high-level Japanese players play each other, and there's like, somebody needs to, I don't know who in the Eunice community is out there, but you have like a week and some change. You need to get recording and capturing footage on deck so that you guys can record these fucking sets. It seems like the brackets are mostly final, although apparently Wawa is now in the Dragon Ball bracket. He is literally the last seed. They're not going to reseed everything. Wait, is Ja Rule's in the bracket? Let's go Ja Rule. So this is where Wawa ended up, huh? If he's in bracket C308, who is he playing out of pools if he makes it? So he's going to have to play Kalbu, then he's going to have to play maybe Matoi, then he's going to have to play maybe Dogra for the first round of semis. Then he'd have to play Sonic Fox. Then he'd have to play Kazunoko for top 8. So now those people have to think about Wawa in their path. That's not counting if, you know, any of these people before Reynolds or Kazunoko beat him. Wawa got a hard Evo. He wasn't going to have an Evo, and now he's got an Evo. Kazunoko lately has looked a little shaky compared to his normal self. I say that like he's been placing horribly, but he's not like the surefire favorite here, obviously. I think the favorite is actually Goichi. He is the first seed, but I think he's probably the favorite at this tournament. I feel like Sonic Fox will gets a power up at an event like EVO, especially with the way Sonic has been playing. Sonic definitely looks like a beast right now. He looks very, very good. Sonic Fox at Combo Breaker that got 4th looks very different from current Sonic. You can tell he's been playing again. He has a new, better team, and he looks way better. It was a little dated the way he's playing at CB. It was definitely like he's been playing lots of Mortal Kombat and not focusing on Dragon Ball. Lately, you can tell he's playing lots of Dragon Ball. Whether he'll win EVO this year, I don't know. I'm not sure. But I will tell you that Goichi looks awesome in this version of the game. Sage looks awesome too. He's been playing really well. I think having a Goichi Fenrich Finals would not surprise me. El Padre Shanks making it in would not surprise me. That's my problem with DBFZ. Never before have I seen a game with such staggered tiers. You know, it's been really nice having you playing fighting games since 2018. DBFZ is definitely MVC2 leveled of staggered. You better add a Kappa real quick. you better add a Kappa real quick. Bro, you don't even have to go that far back to see way crazier staggered tiers than Dragon Ball. You crazy? Staggered, he means that like the top tier characters are here, and the next tier down is like, it's like literally it just goes to unplayable, you can't use them tiers. I can't think of a single game that has a tier that's maybe that bad. There's one character in Sam's Show that seems pretty shitty, but I don't know. You crazy. Anyway, that's Wawa's path that we were looking at. He would have to be here if he's going to make it on winner side. These are just projected, by the way, so it's just literally based on the seeding. Super Noon Sub would have to play before the semis. That's crazy. That'd be a Wednesday Night Fights match. Kendevu, I feel like Kendevu's one of those players that like will make it way, way farther than you think he's supposed to. Although I don't like him over Goichi, I don't think. Wow, Mame Spider, I haven't seen him play Dragon Ball in a long time. I think it was like last version, the last time I saw him play, I feel like. No, I saw him play more recently than that. Kaimart's on this side with Double L. Bombabon on this side with Cool Kid. Yeah, Bombabon Nocil here, potentially. Oh, Kudeta's on this side of the bracket, too, actually. That's pretty scary for Nocil, I think. This is not that easy of a path, I think, if you're Nocil trying to make it. Because after that, you'd have to play Hook also, right? Yeah, it's not an easy path. Toshikow and Chris, how do they always end up playing? Yuta's on this side of the bracket, too. Ooh, Alucard and Chris potential here. Man, this is a rough bracket. What does the loser side look like? Yuta, I don't think Yuta is very good. Sage and Apology Man on this side. Galileo, LK in this side of the bracket. Lazy Madman is definitely a surprising addition to this potential. B, yeah, B is buff too. Paka is in the, yeah, I was just gonna say Paka's in this tournament too. There's a bunch of Fighting Tuesday players coming. Paka, Apology Man, that could be cool. Ooh. Man, this side of the bracket is fucked up. Yeah, Ginyu's not as popular as he was before. Not quite as strong. I mean, given the characters that are strong, it makes sense, I guess, right? Yeah, there he is. I've been looking for this guy. Ninja Kyle P. What? Fenrich in the side of the bracket. He's the favorite, I think, to make it out. With No Kami, Fighting Tuesday. Fighting Tuesday is sending a gang of players. Soji in the side of the bracket. No Kami just did really well at DTN, it was. We already passed Suyoshi, I think. He's down here. Shanks' path over here. Yohozi, Eita. I haven't seen Eita play Dragon Ball in a while. Hero. Yeah, that was a pretty wild match. Man, Japan has so many good players coming out. Motto, Doza. Jesus. Aliyun is coming. I haven't seen Aliyun play in a while. Aliyun Breaker Table, what are the chances? Shanks is a monster, and I feel like he's one of those people, if you haven't played him before, you're going to get smoked. The Kazunoko Reynolds side, they also played last EVO, by the way. Was Aliyun at Versus fighting? I don't think Aliyun leaves his house. Reynolds isn't even going? Is that for sure? Well, if Reynolds not going, then this side of the bracket is going to look... Wow, Seo's going? Jeez. Seo's really good. Kazunoko in this section of the bracket, from everybody we saw, is probably still the favorite. Sonic side of the bracket, Cho. I think this is still probably Sonic side of the bracket, barring something weird. Dogra. Ooh, Matoya on this side, too. I still think Dogra is probably the favorite. Sonic and Dogra are probably fine. Oh, that's right. Wawa is supposed to be over here too. Yeah, so Wawa is... He's got to play Dogra first, right? He would be down here. If Wawa makes it, he'd be here and play Dogra for semis. Easy? What country in Europe are you from over there, buddy? You know, it's funny how that one change really makes me think about that side of the bracket differently, you know? Grands will be Wawa, Suyosh. Sounds likely to me. I feel like of the US players, I like Hook, Sage, and Sonic are probably the top three to you know, you can't like add in like 7 people. Man, the Street Fighter bracket is long, by the way. They have to make it through quite a bit. This is Jesus. This side of the bracket, Hurricane's not coming if I remember correctly, actually. He's not gonna make it to EVO. Chris G Phenom, Lud side. Man, it goes so far. The Street Fighter bracket is so fucked up because it just keeps going. Wow, Jesse. No, man, Jester Power, ZJZ, Snake Eyes. Look at all these players that are in losers bracket. This is like losers 128 or 96 or something. This side, it has Phenom, Lud, Big Bird, Ryusei, Oil King, Moke, Gamer B, Luffy. And then this is the loser side down here. That goes to the semis, and that's only for the side with Phenom. This is only this section right here. Each of these sections has 2 sections to go back in from the projected. For Punk, this is his out of pools. With Mike Too Strong, Alex Myers, K-Brad. Oh, Jesus. This goes forward here with Punk would play Myers, and then maybe end up with Itabashi, who's got Travis Styles. Sawasama, this sounds familiar. LPN. Raikatsu, Just a Kid, over on this side of the bracket. That's where Itabashi ends up for Punk. On the other side with 801 Strider. John Takuchi Idom. Ramasama, Jesus, what in the fuck is happening? Inabaya's over here? Damn, Kawano is really good too. And then John Takuchi Idom, crazy. I can't imagine that happening. Mizuha down here with Idom. PR Raw, Nori and John Takuchi. This is just out of their pools. Who the fuck is in their pool is also the question, I guess, right? Like, it goes back even further. So far, think about how many good players we've seen, and that's only in this little section of the semis. And that's not even looking at the pools, really. We didn't even look at the pool. Wow. Bonchan Vega Patch on this side. Hot Dog Terrence, Knuckle Dew, Volcano Rosso. Who the hell is that? I feel like this name sounds familiar. Turkish Guile plays second in Middle East Online. Nice. Bonchan, Reinhardt, Esta, Vega Patch, Shiro, and this side of the bracket. So that's how Bonchan gets to, I see, damn, Bonchan, Reinhardt. That's how he gets to the Vega Patch section here. Hot Dog Terrence is a section with Pugera in it, and Terrence is there. And gunfights on this side too. Jesus. Okay. Knuckle Dudang side with the Turkish Guile. Shuto is in his bracket. Shuto is extremely good, by the way. Cool kids in this side of the bracket too. Jesus. Angry Birds over here. Neon in this side of the bracket. Veggie. Chiton. I'm not familiar. Problem X side with Momochi over here. Let's see. Who's in Problem X and Mago's section over here? Jonding Kendevu, Miyamoto. Shax is he coming? I feel like he said he wasn't coming or something. I know Hurricane also said he's not coming. Wow, Xiaobao's in this side. He's on the. They haven't making it on losers in, I guess, this pool. Problem X, Doomstink, MOV. Wait, was he playing Jobin? I didn't see. Wow, Jobin is right there. Round. Oh shit! Right out of pools, he's got to play Jobin. Yikes. The Doomsnake MOV section over here. Kyabetsu, Filipino Man. MOV, though, has been a little weird with the Karen pick lately. He doesn't look comfortable yet. Momochi in this section with Storm Kubo. Wontonren, I recognize that name. Kami Mojo. Gotchkun side here. Yamada sounds familiar, too. Eita. We saw him earlier in the Dragon Ball bracket. Mena, Kaz, Vanao. Jesus. This is an ugly side. This section of the bracket seems tough. Problem section of the bracket, this one right here seems like one of the hardest so far. Although here comes the Tokido, JB. Who else is in this? Otani, El Tigre, Shine, Trashbox, Dogra, Chuan, Toy, Magnegro, Human Bomb, Marine, Ceroblast, Nice One, Mono, and Sabin. This looks like a pretty fun area. Otani and Toy are in this side. El Tigre and Shine. Human Bomb. Who's in this JB trash box side? Sabin and Sero. They have Ceroblast losing a trash box. I see Dogra and Chuan with Nice One. KBR also. I wonder what else he's playing at EVO. Toy is definitely a dangerous man in that side of the bracket. Let's see. Machabo in this section. Oh, this Urian player is very good, by the way. Super good Urian player. Takamura and Jawa, Daigo, Justin. Come on, bro. Nemo NL. El Chicote, Dan Slip, Dankadias, Ricky, Mochan, Kusanagi in this side. Kusanagi is really good too. QQ is like super crazy good Urian player. I guess if we look at the loser side, we probably don't even need to go back any further. Fujimura Smug. I feel like they always end up playing, by the way. Xiaohai, Dual Kevin, CJ, Mr. Crimson, Sako, Valoran, and then also Crossover, Momi, Goichi, Carlos, Akainu, Nephew, Nigel EX, and Savele in this side of the bracket. These two always end up playing, by the way. They always seem to end up on the same part of the bracket. I don't know why. Fudokaba, Johnny Brian F. These two played at final round. Sien Samurai, Haitani Infectious. Yangmian is the Zeku player. ROF and Yangman in losers bracket out of pools would be fucking crazy. Mandrake, Dr. African, Chris ECH. I'm not familiar with this name. Stupendous and Unsung. Unsung is also very good. Is Infectious, do we even see Infectious's name? I guess because of the versus fighting not being calculated in the seeding, his seeding wouldn't be as high. Chris ECH is Sakura/G, yeah. He's not been playing much Guile these days. Link Exlo is a French, Ibuki, and Nikali player. I'll keep that in mind. You know, the Tekken bracket, I was thinking when this guy comes back to my house, I was thinking that I would maybe look through the brackets with him and ask him what he thinks about his path. You know what I'm saying? This fella. Damn, Brawl Pro is going to EVO? I feel like I haven't seen Brawl Pro play in a while. I forgot that the Tekken bracket is so big that it's like the Street Fighter bracket, where the semis up here splits back into two sections before this. If you want to see a good breakdown of the Tekken 7 EVO brackets, I'm sure Ricksta will do it, and he'll probably do a great job. Ricksta wants to pet the dogs. I know. I'll ask him to come over, probably. We'll probably do a Tekken day where we'll invite all the Tekken dweebs over. Damn, Arslan Ash being able to make it is great. I'm so happy that he gets to come out to EVO. I feel like the storyline for EVO at Tekken this year would be a little tainted if Arslan Ash couldn't make it, you know? Considering that he showed up and won EVO Japan in such, like, astounding fashion, and then since has just trounced so many good players that if he didn't make it to EVO, it's like, it would have been unfortunate. So Arslan, damn, could you imagine if top 8 winner side of EVO is Arslan Ash versus Knee? And then Low-High Rangchu on the other side with JDCR and losers bracket against Kudons and Naroma and Chikarin. This would be, if this bracket breaks down how it is, with Knee, JDCR, Rangchu, Chikarin, Knee, Rangchu, Arslan Ash, Knee. This could be a pretty wild bracket. Low-High is the reigning champ, so it's not surprising. The Americans with the best chance of making top 8 are probably Anakin and Jimmy. What about Lil Majin? I mean, he had an awesome performance last year, but since then has not really performed to the same level, right? Cuddle or Joey? Who else? Yeah, those are definitely potential people who can make it. Damn, Abel de Maestro's coming too. This tournament's going to be great. And Kudons especially is going to be interesting too, right? He hasn't really competed much on the tour. I can't wait. I'm very excited for EVO.